a different chord each year when it comes around. Filled with tradition and pageantry, it's a game unlike any other, and one in which the nation's finest will battle and fight for the honor and privilege to sing second. Welcome to East Rutherford, New Jersey, MetLife Stadium, home to the Jets and the Giants. It's the Army Black Knights and the Navy Midshipmen. Along with David Pollock and Wingtbomber, I'm Reese Davis. We are keeping an eye on the weather in this one. Holly Rowe has the latest.
This is a bright and beautiful day, but I can tell you the temperature is chilly. Not always used to these kind of temperatures here. They are ready to have some heaters on the sideline. I see players trying to warm their hands. Particularly important for the wide receivers. They do have gloves on, and the quarterbacks trying to keep their hands warm. We'll see how it impacts the passing game here today. Back to you.
Keep that super Doppler cranked up there, Holly. We'll look forward to it. And the Black Knights ready to kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. So the Navy Midshipmen will go on offense first to start this game. The Midshipmen able to pull out a hotly contested game the last time these two met.
Yeah, and most of these games in this series are so phenomenal. The offenses are carbon copies of each other. They look identical. They know what each other is going to do. Great game last year. Navy finished on top.
It really just comes down, I think, to attention to detail because of everything you just said there, David. And that was one thing I think Navy did a better job of late in the game. They were able to get the blocks. They were able to make the tackles. They limited the mental errors, and that's why they got the big win overall.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Second and long here. On the move. Run ends there. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, it's Woodson. Extending the play. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at in the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on 3rd down.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Guys, we have a second here to talk about Navy. For a lot of schools facing the hill they climb, you have to work the portal. But don't sleep on the high school recruiting either, David. They got a good 3-star running back just this past week.
Yeah, and you create some excitement. You create some momentum. These are the kind of guys that, man, they come in right away. They got a chance to play. Like, you're telling them the future's going to be bright. We're trying to build something special. We just need you.
They bring him down. The option run to perfection, and it will move the chains.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Makes the grab. Makes the grab, but down immediately. He picks up a few. This rivalry started in 1890 when Dennis Mikey, for whom the stadium at West Point is named, talked Navy into playing a game, and the Mids blew him out.
And since that first blowout, obviously, this has been an unbelievable rivalry. So many things about it, honoring the fallen, the march on, the battle of the bands. So many of these things have gone back and forth. But, Jesse, the football is phenomenal. Old school offenses that will hit you right in the mouth.
It's pretty cool, too, when you think about the history of this rivalry, because back in the day, these were two of the best programs in college.
Gashing the D on the right. The 10. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Midshipmen.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it, and you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed, and that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different, and now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
Gets the back moving. The give to the fullback. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. Making the adjustment. Quick handoff. Shows him the stiff arm. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on third and short from the 29. Big fullback's got it. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. See some running room. Off to the races to the right. Inside the 40. At the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Black Knights. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And the extra point is good. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He'll be dropped. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Keeps it himself. He'll try to get to the marker himself. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Navy will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Looking for room. Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Army sends its offense onto the field to start the drive. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab on the left. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Pulls it. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Pulls it on the option. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The Black Knights back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leading on this running game. Quarterback keeper. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Tells to fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. 8th play of the drive coming up. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the first down.
I know this guy is really athletic, but it's going to be hard to outrun a DB. It was a really nice job scrambling, trying to get what he could get on that 3rd down, but there's the DB in the open field. Nice job rallying to the quarterback, getting him down. Now it's decision time for the offense, 4th and short.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. On 4th and inches, maybe rethink things just for a moment. They call a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Give to the fullback. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Army! Hey, let the big shoulder pads, full face mask guy get a little love back there.
No doubt. That guy blocks his tail off all the way down the field most of the time. Never gets any reward. Throw that dog a bone. I love it.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Here comes the Navy offense ready to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Keeps it on the ground. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Throws it off the RPO. Got room at the 35. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Hand off to the fullback. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
And the big fella, usually blocks, but has a nice little run and met by the strong safety. He's called the strong safety for a reason. Those guys are, oversized safeties that are really strong. They're usually strong tacklers. Did a good job getting the big fella to the ground. Just gave up a little too many yards.
That's an awesome-looking carry. And you know when you're playing Navy, you better get ready to try to stop the run. Whether it's option, whether it's conventional, you better practice being in your gap, everybody being sound, and getting your eyes on the football. There are 3 certainties in life, guys. You're going to die, you're going to pay your taxes, and Navy is going to tote the rock.
And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
They'll run it on the counter. On the move at the 30. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the fullback. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for the edge. He'll keep it on second down. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this round.
Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. The option, he'll keep it. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Sends it back in motion. Handoff to the lone back. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Got him right there. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Give to the big fullback. Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, it looked like he...
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And the Black Knights with the 1st and 10. Running it to the right. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down. The Black Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. Off play action on 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
And the Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He'll pitch it. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down. Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Oh, the attempt is no good. Penalty marker on the field, and the kicker's going to get another go at it, this time a little closer. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. That 4th down penalty feels as if it is really going to be costly, but we're about to find out now. It's 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Touchdown, Black Knights! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
This has been an outstanding job by this football team in the middle 8, right? The last 4 minutes of the 1st half, they score a touchdown, and here in the first 4 minutes of the 2nd half, they score another. They've changed the scoreboard. They've changed the momentum. Their confidence right now is very, very high, but this is one of those areas situationally in the game coaches are always harping on, and they have executed perfectly.
It's 1st down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. Navy will kick it deep to get the 2nd half underway. On the move from inside is 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Black Knights offense will go to work. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the 2nd half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Now the pitch. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
And nice job by this defense, really being physical at the point of the attack. There's not a lot of holes, man. They run the ball on back-to-back plays. Aggressive linebackers playing downhill. Nice job by the D-line, owning the line of scrimmage. And now they got them in a situation where this is where they want it. 3rd and long, guaranteed passing situation.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And those corner routes, those quarterbacks need to throw the ball with some air and put it towards the sideline, away from the defender. You could tell a little bit maybe underthrown. The defender doing a good job sticking with the play, getting his hand on the football, and getting the deflection.
Third and long coming up. The snap sets up the throw. Left side is Anderson. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Black Knights are moving quickly down the field. The hand to the running back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
On the option, quarterback keep. Quarterback got it himself. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
And he swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Uh-oh, look out. Forced out of bounds. Good pickup there on the ground.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these big running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Brought down right at the 10, and this defense keeps him away from the first down line. But will they go for it on 4th down? No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Snapped on 4th down. Stepping to the right. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Army! Now they have extended this lead, guys. Starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Navy! That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Run it with the fullback. Turning it on!
And the fullbacks, usually are typically in there to block, right? Those are the big, strong guys that usually lead the way for the running back. But occasionally you slip it to them, and you probably don't do it too much and don't make a living off it. But when you get a nice little chunk like this, maybe you find another way to give him the football.
Keeps it himself. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Maybe some room here. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. And the Black Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the back. They'll power it inside with the fullback. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
One thing you know with this guy at fullback, he's not going to fumble the football. And I think that's why they're handing it off to him in the fourth quarter with the lead.
Now on 2nd down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Yeah, and I think on that 3rd down and short call, I honestly think that they thought it was going to be a 4th down situation. Now it's 4th and 2. I think this offense was ready for this opportunity, and I think they're going to go for it right here.
Sees an alley. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Black Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Gets the back moving. The handoff. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. And the Black Knights have it with a 1st and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Black Knights!
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Midshipman will get things going here on offense. Trying to get the corner. The option, the keeper. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to pass, it's Woodson. Here comes the heat. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's not afraid to go deep. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Looking for a crease. He's got the first down. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Might as well give it to him again. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Touchdown, Army! And the route is on. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one on. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Bryant. Still on his feet at the 25. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. The midshipmen could get really aggressive here on 2nd and short. They'll send the back in motion. There's some daylight. Oh, he's got some space. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got it. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Finds his man. Touchdown, midshipman. Gets it into the end zone.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Army sends its offense onto the field to start the drive. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Perhaps you're not aware, the Army actually has more votes than the Navy, and today they also had more points. And as a result, they will celebrate a win in this rivalry game with the traditional sing second. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.